Welcome back to another month, another TBR jar. We put all of our prompts in this bag and we're gonna choose our TBR prompts from these two carts right behind me. Let me move over to the side so you can see that. These are our carts that we're gonna be choosing our books from. Very exciting. Let's get to it. Okay, so I'm gonna choose 7 prompts and then our 8th book will be my book club book, which we haven't chosen yet. So let's get into this. First prompt, mixed reviews. Oh, okay. So this is a book that has mixed reviews. I feel like Fake Skating gets a lot of mixed reviews. Funny Story has gotten mixed reviews. My Best Friend's Exorcism has gotten mixed reviews. And Since Around the House also gotten mixed reviews. Oh, and Nothing But the Movies. Nothing Like the Movies. Nothing Like the Movies. The newer Lynn Painter. What do we want? Do we want a romance? Do we want kind of a horror genre? It's April. What am I going to want to read in April? Probably like a romance, to be honest with you. Let's try. I really liked Better Than the Movies. So I think I'm going to try Nothing Like the Movies for my mixed reviews. I know this got a lot of mixed reviews. A lot of people were like, we should have just not done a second book and just left it alone, but some people really liked it, so we'll see. Okay, we'll make that book 1. If you are new to my TBRs, then we're gonna pick the prompt first and then I will go through the books of what we chose and like tell you what they're about. Okay, let's do our second one. A book meant for a very specific reader. Oh my goodness, these prompts. Okay, a book meant, I feel like a good one would be like this would be the time to choose like a nonfiction book. Like The Anxious Generation. That's definitely for a specific, like you're looking for something. Oh, what about, okay, my friend has read this, Graveyard Shift, and she said that like, you have to be a very specific person to read this and oh wait, no, it wasn't this one. It was a different one. Hold on. Oh, I might not even have it on here. Bummer. Okay, wait, hold on. But do I want to do Graveyard Shift? I don't know. Oh gosh. I kind of want to read The Anxious Generation, to be honest with you. This is how the great rewiring of childhood is causing an epidemic of mental illness. I've heard good things about this book, and I do have a child myself. And I'm expecting another one along the way. So we're going to choose this one for book 2. I feel like it's for a specific person. Book of the month subscription. Okay, cool. So we can choose a book of the month. I really want to read Second Chance Cinema. I also want to read Andromeda. And Violet Thistleweight is not a villain anymore. Also looks good. Forget Me Not also looks good. See, I chose these for a reason. But I think I want to do Second Chance Cinema. This one I have been thinking about a lot, especially lately. So we're going to do this one. Again, we're going to go through what these books are about at the end, so don't worry about it. A book bought because of the blurb. Oh, well, that's pretty much all my books. Okay. This one, If Cats Disappeared from the World, I 100% bought this because of the blurb. So maybe we will do this one. I just thought it looked so fun. We have 4. We need to get 3 more. A sympathetic villain. Goodness gracious. I feel like that's this one, right? Violet Thistleweight isn't a villain anymore. That would be a good one. Or sympathetic villain. To be honest with you, I feel like that's so many books today. Oh, The Ghostwriter. I think that might be a good one, actually, for a sympathetic, because I'm pretty sure like they are yeah. Okay, we'll try this one. Main conflict is emotional. What does that even mean? Main conflict is emotional. I feel like Kill for Me, Kill for You would be a good one. Or Redeeming Love. Or When We Were Birds. That one also feels like it's an emotional. Mysterious Bakery. The Memory Library. What's this one? Ooh, this one seems very dramatic. Okay, let's do this one. Here's the last prompt, guys. You're getting a lot of this edited, so I'm sure it's not been that long for you, but it's hard choosing books. Unreliable narrator. Unreliable narrator. So Ghost Story would have been perfect for that because they are very unreliable. Unreliable narrator. That's got to be a thriller, right? Like, that's a thriller book, right? I'm thinking maybe When She Was Me. Or, do you know who's like the queen of unreliable narrators is not Alice Feeney. Oh my gosh. Her name's on the tip of my tongue. Oh wait, is it this one? Yeah, Stacey Willingham. Okay, yeah. Stacey Willingham is like the queen of unreliable narrators. I heard this one was good though too. She's Not Sorry. Incidents Around the House is a child's point of view. I feel like children are not very reliable. We're gonna go with these two. Okay, so let me just do a little bit of, okay, yeah, that one looks really good actually. Okay, let's do She's Not Sorry. Look at our 7 books. Very exciting. So let's go through these and then talk about them for a little bit. Okay, so the first book that we chose is Nothing Like the Movies. This prompt was mixed reviews. And this is the second book in the Better Than the Movies. And basically, at the end of Better Than the Movies, this is a YA romance. So this is following our 2 characters after the ending of the first book where they go to college, and it's just following like what the aftermath of that looked like. So there's that. I don't really want to give too much away because again, this is book 2. And if you haven't read book 1, I do recommend it. It was really good, but I also don't want to spoil that for you. So go ahead and read book 1, and then I will let you know if you should read book 2. So our second book was a book meant for a very specific reader. And so I chose The Anxious Generation. I have heard such good things about this book. I have heard so many people who have read it and really, really liked it. This is a nonfiction book, and it's how the great rewiring of childhood is causing an epidemic of mental illness. And yeah. I think it has to do a lot with like social media, and if you know me, you know I hate social media so much. But it's talking about like, this is a crucial read for parents of children of elementary school age and beyond who face the rapidly changing landscape of childhood. Solutions for making a better digital life with kids. Yeah. Okay, cool. Cool. I am excited to read this. And I also heard that there's like a challenge in the book to like have your child do something on their own. So that's another thing. Obviously my kid is not even 1.5 yet. So, we're not like too concerned, but it's good to read it now and like have that information, have that knowledge. Our third book was a book of the month subscription, which I'm kind of glad that was a prompt because I have so many book of the month books that I have not gotten to yet. So very excited for that prompt, but I wish I was sponsored by Book of the Month. This would have been a perfect segue. I am not though. So anyways, I'm going to choose I did choose the Second Chance Cinema. This I'm actually very excited about. So there's like this engaged couple and they go to this like cinema and it shows you these, hold on. An engaged couple discovers a magical movie theater that challenges what they know about themselves and each other in this captivating debut, brimming with nostalgia and life-affirming wonder. At the end of a dark alley glitter the lights of a glamorous cinema. It's nearly impossible to find. When Ellie and her fiancé Drake stumble upon it during a late-night walk, they're shocked to discover it's what's playing inside the Red Velvet auditorium. Their formative memories. With their wedding on the horizon, Ellie and Drake must decide if seeing their past changes their plans for the future together. Filled with warmth, hope, and a dash of magic, the Second Chance Cinema is both an enchanting escape and a thought-provoking examination of how our memories shape who we are. Like, that sounds so good. So anyways, I'm excited to read this one. Second Chance Cinema, yay! All right, then we got the prompt of a book bought because of a blurb, and I chose If Cats Disappeared from the World. I saw this on the Barnes & Noble website and it was $5, but The young postman's days are numbered. Estranged from his family and living alone with only his cat, Cabbage, to keep him company, he was unprepared for the doctor's diagnosis that he only has months to live. But before he can tackle his bucket list, the devil shows up with an offer. In exchange for making one thing in the world disappear, the postman will be granted 1 extra day of life. And so begins a very strange week that brings the young postman and his beloved cat to the brink of existence. With each object that disappears, the postman reflects on the life he's lived, his joys and regrets, and the people he's loved and lost. That sounds kind of cool. I don't know. I really am excited about it. So yeah. And they look so cute. So our 5th book that I chose was A Sympathetic Villain. This is The Ghostwriter by Julie Clark. And this book is about a guy, right? Wait, hold on. The Taylor family shatters in a single night when 2 teenage siblings are found dead in their own home. The only surviving sibling, Vincent, never shakes the whispers and accusations that he was the one who killed them. Decades later, the legend only grows as his career as a horror writer skyrockets. After 50 years of silence, Vincent Taylor is finally ready to talk about what really happened in 1975. I feel like she's probably a good author because she's got a lot of interesting thrillers. And if he's being accused of murder and he's the main character, I feel like we're going to be sympathetic towards him. So we're going to do that one. And then we have The Memory Library. This book is, the prompt for this was main conflict is emotional. So the mother has been buying a book for her daughter every year on her birthday to add to this library of hers. And her daughter got into a really heated argument. Her daughter moves away to another country, but she's still been buying books on her daughter's birthday and adding it to the library. And then something happens and the daughter has to come back. And she soon discovers that when one chapter ends, another will soon follow. All you can do is turn the page. So yeah, I'm excited. I feel like that's going to be super emotional, very emotional of a conflict. So interesting. And then my last book was Unreliable Narrator. And I put She's Not Sorry by Mary Kubica. An ICU nurse accidentally uncovers a patient's frightening past in this riveting thriller. So, I guess an ICU nurse, she's a full-time nurse. She's also a single mom. She's been trying to find a balance between working full-time nurse and being a single mom to a teenage daughter. And then this patient named Caitlin arrives in a coma with a traumatic brain injury after jumping from a bridge and plunging over 20 feet to the train tracks below. But when a witness comes forward with shocking details about the fall, it calls everything they know into question. Was Caitlin pushed? And if so, by whom and why? And then it says that she's been trying to keep herself detached emotionally, but sometimes she gets too close and deeply entangled. And then only when it's too late does she realize that she and her daughter could be the next victims. Yay. Okay, cool. That's book 7. I'm so excited. And yeah, I'm super out of breath because I'm 25 weeks pregnant and my lungs are over here. They're so scrunched. And yeah, so anyways, those are all the books that I am hopefully going to try and get reading in April. I haven't been the greatest at reading my TBRs. I didn't do so well this month in March. So yeah. Anyways, okay. That's all that I have for you today. Please go ahead and comment, and subscribe. I would love to know what your April TBR is looking like. If there were any books on here that you were why didn't you choose that one? Go ahead and leave those comments down below, and I will see you guys in the next video. Okay, bye.